Hey history freaks, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is Bangladesh protest. Protests began in Bangladesh over a controversial government job quota system that transformed into nationwide unrest following a harsh crackdown by authorities. Nearly 300 people were killed within weeks in one of the most violent phases of PM Sheikh Hasina's 15-year rule. On July 21, the Supreme Court scaled back the quota system, which reserved one third of the government job for the descendants of 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War veterans. But anti protest rhetoric by Sheikh Hasina, aided by police crackdown and attacks on protesters by groups affiliated with the ruling Awami League party, galvanized a mass movement against Hasina government. On August 4, nearly 100 people were killed in police crackdown, causing an outrage. A day later, Hasina was forced to resign and flee the country, ending her 15-year rule. The anger was such that even statue of her father, the freedom icon Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, were toppled and defaced. Now let's understand the date-wise important incidents related to Bangladesh protest. On 5th of June, High Court reinstated the quota system, overturning a 2018 decision by Prime Minister Hasina's government to scrap it. The court's verdict triggered the initial protest led by university students. The students stepped up their protest when Hasina refused to meet their demands, citing the court proceeding. She called the protestant Razakar, a deeply offensive term for those accused of collaborating with Pakistani army during 1971 liberation war. On 1st of July, students start protests demanding an end to job quotas. By mid of July, the protests turned violent after Bangladesh Chhatra League, the student wing of the ruling party, along with the police, attacked student protesters in capital Dhaka. The government soon shut down university and cut off the internet. At least 187 people were killed and thousands were arrested in violence. And government cracked down between 10th of July and 20th. On 18th of July, according to NetBlocks, a watchdog organization that monitors cyber security and internet governance, the internet in Bangladesh was cut off by the authorities in an attempt to quash the nationwide protest. On July 19, nationwide curfew was imposed. Armed forces were recorded firing at large crowd of protesters who refused to back down. They are seen hitting the car with stone as it backs up. On 21st July, Supreme Court scrapped most of the quotas. The 30% quota was reduced to 5% and 2% was reserved for ethnic minorities, leaving the remaining 93% job for other Bangladeshis to be decided on merit. On 23rd July, partial internet connectivity was restored. On 25th of July, the protesters renewed their demand, which included release of protest leaders, the lifting of the curfew, and reopening of the universities. While they agreed that the Supreme Court order and government subsequent acceptance fulfilled by the early demands for reforming the quota system, the killing of more than 150 students, protesters, and nearly 2,700 arrests, as per Associated Press tally, was not acceptable. On 29th of July, protests resumed and call for Sheikh Hasina to step down as PM was made. On 4th of August, thousands of Bangladesh protesters crowded in central Dhaka Square for mass protest, demanding PM Sheikh Hasina to step down. Some former military officers joined the student protest movement. Nearly 100 people were killed, including 13 police officers, and dozens more were injured as police fired tear gas and lobbed stun grenades to disperse the protesters. In surprising twist of events, Prime Minister Hasina resigned and fled to India. So that's all about Bangladesh protests. Thanks for watching my video. If you like the video, kindly like, share and subscribe my channel History Station.